Have you ever found yourself trapped in a never-ending cycle of thoughts? No matter how hard you try to control them, they seem to spiral out of control, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and stressed. You've probably tried everything: meditation, living in the present moment, deep breathing, spending time in nature. Yet, the mental chatter just doesn't stop. This constant stream of thoughts is not just annoying. It's the root cause of many problems, like stress, anxiety, and more. But what if we told you that there's a unique way to manage your thoughts, a way that could change your life? Stay with us and listen carefully as we dive deep into this transformative process. To truly understand how we can control our thoughts, we first need to explore some fundamental concepts: personality, information, identification, and, of course, thoughts themselves. Let's start with personality. Personality is often seen as who we are. But what if I told you that it's just a collection of information? This information comes from various sources: our genes, our DNA, and everything we've gathered through our five senses. All this information shapes who we believe we are, but let's take a moment to pause and reflect. Go ahead, pause the video. Now try to introduce yourself without referring to any information: your name, your job, your likes, dislikes, memories, or even your appearance. You'll quickly realize that it's impossible. Without information, there is no persona to present. Our entire existence, in fact, is a play of information. The past exists as information within us. The present is experienced as information coming through our senses, and the future is imagined by using the information we've accumulated. Now that we've established that personality is essentially a collection of information, let's dive into the nature of thoughts. What we call thoughts are actually the byproducts of these information patterns. Without information, we cannot think. Think about it. What kind of thoughts you have is entirely controlled by the kind of information that has been passed on to you through your genes and what you've experienced through your senses. This is why we often have physical and psychological resemblances to our parents. It's also why our experiences shape our thought processes. Failure makes us sad while success makes us happy. We live in a thought world where our mind struggles to differentiate between what's real and what's imagined. For example, if you've ever felt a sudden jerk in your body when you dreamt of falling, it's because your mind treated that thought as reality. To the mind, thought is everything, whether the stimuli come from external sources or are triggered from within. Isn't that mind-boggling? So if our personality is a collection of information and thoughts are synonymous with information, what about identification? As individuals, we create an identity based on these familiar information patterns. Without information, we can't even define ourselves. And since information and thoughts are intertwined, it's clear that without thinking, we cannot exist in our own experience. Isn't that fascinating? Can you truly know who you are without giving it a thought? The answer is no. Therefore, if our identity is tied to our thoughts, it's no wonder we find it impossible to stop thinking. Because without thinking, who are we? This realization can be mind-blowing. What we call I is actually just an idea, a thought that we hold in our minds. That is why when we sleep, we go thoughtless. We essentially cease to exist in our own perception. This is why people devote years to practices like meditation in hopes of managing their thoughts, because meditation actually is a practice of losing ourselves. But despite their efforts, they often find themselves back at square one, unable to escape their habitual thoughts because they are so deeply identified with them. Unfortunately, we cannot let go of ourselves. The thought of losing ourselves scares us. So what's the way out? How can we break free from this cycle of compulsive thinking? The only way out is to disconnect from information, from ourselves, to be precise. By doing this, we transition into a space of no information. In this space, we lose track of ourselves and the world we hold on to so dearly. But we also realize that what we were holding on to was nothing more than a trap. When we disconnect from information, we experience ourselves as an intelligence beyond information. An unsullied, timeless intelligence that exists beyond the constraints of past, present, or future. We simply become timeless presence. You can call it consciousness, God, intelligence, or whatever term resonates with you, but the essence remains the same. Beyond our information-bound persona lies our true self. Now, I understand that this is easier said than done. Many people will struggle with this practice because we all prefer to stay within the familiar terrain of our information-bound persona. The unknown is terrifying because it makes us lose our sense of self and the world we know. Because we have no control over the unknown, we always fear it. But remember, this process is only a threat to our limitations, because beyond I is the answer to all our problems. Always remember that beyond your current self lies the end of all your suffering. To truly live without the chains of compulsive thinking, we must let go of the information that defines us. We must embrace the unknown and the freedom that comes with it. So, are you ready to let go of the information-bound persona that holds you back? Are you prepared to discover the intelligence that lies beyond your thoughts? The journey won't be easy, but the peace and freedom that awaits you on the other side are worth every step. Always remember that your real self is hidden beyond your thoughts. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this content helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more life-transforming insights. Do subscribe to our channel because we are cooking up some mind-blowing, unheard-of content that will eventually take you to your highest potential, one video at a time.